Okay, the first question is, how does one give dana, be it material or spiritual, without having expectations of getting any returns?
Spiritual dana is, yeah, you can give dharma dana and you can give amisa dana. That is to say, you can speak the dhamma, which is also the biggest dana. And amisa dana is giving food and lodging and things like that. So, without expecting results, because if you expect results, it becomes like a business. You give something and expect something better or more. Then it loses the purity of the dana. Then it becomes a business. You give something to somebody and expect that person to reciprocate. So it is a bad dana. So without expecting, you give and give away and put a full stop. No expectation. Then whatever that comes will come sooner or later. And your gift has no strings attached. When you have strings attached, you give with some motive of getting back. That becomes like a business. So you have to give and give away and full stop. Don't expect returns. Returns will come naturally, normally, if and when the conditions are there. Okay.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bhikshuni Mahansa. Please explain the meaning of Asvada, Adinava and Nissarana.
Okay. Maybe you can give me some, yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
I have here a brief
and,
like a definition. Asvada is mind-made pleasures.
my
Adinava
pleasure.
is bad outcome and Nissarana relinquish.
So, Aswada is mind-made pleasure. Now, what does mind-made pleasure means? That you enjoy it. Hmm? Your enjoyment may be mixed up with greed, or your enjoyment may be metta, karuna, mudita, upeksha. It can be wholesome or unwholesome. If it is metta, karuna, mudita, upekkha, then it is wholesome. You give and you don't get anything in, expect anything in return. If it is with tanna, you expect returns, then there's a big difference. You give for the sake of giving and full stop. No expectation. It is out of the kindness of your heart through loving kindness, compassion, altruistic joy, or equanimity. In those, there is no expectation of any result. So they are the wholesome way of giving things. The unwholesome way is to expect returns and it becomes a business. So we have to give and give away with metta, karuna, mudita, upekka. Okay?
Okay, Bhikshuni Mahansa. So that is Aswada, that is mind-made pleasures, right?
Mind-made pleasure comes with metta, karuna, mudita, upeksha, which is wholesome, and not with expectation and tanna. There is no greed about getting anything in returns, but it is an entirely giving out of your loving kindness, compassion, altruistic joy, and equanimity. No expectations. Okay?
Right. And next one is Adinava, that is bad outcome.
Bad outcome is the Adinava. Bad outcome means if it is given with greed or pride or mana, ditti mana, of selfishness, mana, me, I, and mine, with pride or greed or something, also you can give. You can give with pride. I am the one who gave such and all that. Or you can give it without pride and not talk about it or not tell about it and not expect the world to recognize it or expect returns for your giving. So that's the way you just give and give away. Full stop. No expectations. Okay? So now what was the question? I forget.
The question is to explain the meaning of Asvada, Adinava and Nissarana.
So Asvada is not to expect returns with what was the internet meaning?
So Asvada is the mind-made pleasure.
Mind-made pleasure can come because of greed or it can come because of metta, karuna, mudita, upekka. It can be wholesome or unwholesome. If you expect returns, then of course it is greed. If you don't expect returns, it means it is with loving kindness, compassion, altruistic joy, and equanimity. That is the one that should be your spirit of giving. So that is what I
Asvada.
aswada. Aswada must come from wholesome thinking, not with greed. Greed also gives you happiness.
Yes.
So both can give you happiness.
Right. Then
Aswada. What's the other word you said?
other one is Adinava. That is the internet meaning is bad outcome.
The bad outcome. So if you give it with greed and expecting returns, then the bad outcome is there because you get frustrated if you don't get what you wanted. But if you give it without any expectation, then you are never frustrated. For instance, now I am giving Skype. If I expect you to recognize me or give me money or give me some things or something like that, then my work becomes a business. I am expecting returns. If I don't expect any returns, I merely do it for the sake of doing it and full stop. Whether I get returns, I even don't think about it. I don't even remember it. So then it's a world of difference. One can do it expecting returns, one can do it without expecting returns. Okay?
Okay, Bhikshuni Mahansa. Then the last word is Nissarana, relinquish.
Relinquish. Relinquish means relinquish all greed, hatred, and ignorance. So you are not giving because of greed or expectation or pride or self um, ego, something like that, but you are giving it out of loving kindness, metta, karuna, mudita, upekka. There is no ego, no pride. I'm the one, no such thing. I just give it and then full stop. Isn't that a difference? Do you see the difference?
Yes, Bhikshuni answer. Sadhu, sadhu. I'll move on to the next question. It's a
Yeah.
question on Mara. What is,
Uh,
yes, what is living in Mara territory mean?
Mara, I think there are 5 kinds of Mara. Maybe you can enumerate them.
Yes, there are 5 types of Mara. Klesha Mara, Muttu
Klesha
Mara,
Mara,
yes,
Muttu Mara, Abhisanskara Mara, then
Devaputra Mara,
Veraputra Mara,
and
and
Skanda Mara.
Skanda Mara.
Yes,
So there are 5 kinds of Mara. They are all waiting to grab you, to take you towards uh, samsara. So you must know how to escape from these 5 maras. They are always ready and willing to take you downwards. So if you don't know them, you become a victim to them. So we'll take them one by one. One is Klesa Mara, is it?
yes, Bhikkhuni answer.
Yeah,
Klesha Mara.
Klesa is your own defilement in your mind. That is a first class Mara. That is killing you all the time, hurting you all the time. Your own defilements, your pride, your greed, your anger, your hate, your skeptical doubt, and all those things are killing you all the time, hurting you all the time, and you make bad karma. So that is klesha mara, the defilements in the mind. They are mara because they kill you all the time and they hurt you. Klesha mara are defilements in the mind such as greed, hate, ignorance, fear, doubt, pride, conceit. All the klesha is defilements of the mind. Okay? Then
Yes, Bhikkhuni. Next is Muttu Mara.
Uttamara is death itself is called Mara. Okay?
Next is Devaputra Mara.
There is a Devaputra by the name of Mara, Mara Divyu. He's the one who came and challenged the Buddha all the time, and even at the time of the gaining Buddhahood, he came with all his retinue and challenged the Buddha and asked to get up and go away, that the whole earth belongs to him. He is in the high heaven of Mara Devaloka. So there is a Devaputra Mara who is very powerful. Okay, he's against those going towards Nibbana, for against those who speak Dhamma, against those who meditate, against those who want to become enlightened. That Devaputra Mara is a very worldly person. He doesn't want anyone to do spiritual uh, practice and become enlightened and get out of samsara. He believes and enjoys samsara. Okay? That is Devaputra Mara. Huh? Then
Next is Abhisankara Mara.
Sanskara Mara means karma itself. Karma that you make are also killer. So your own bad karma will kill you, destroy you, and hurt you all the time. So your own ego, pride, all your defilements, they are also called, what is that?
Abhisankara Mara.
Abhisanskara also means intention. Intention is bad intention. All bad intentions are a killer. Okay?
Right. And the last one is Skanda Mara.
Skanda, the 5 skandhas are maras. What are the maras? They kill you and hurt you all the time. What are the five skandhas? Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana. That is, Rupa is your physical body and the outside physical bodies. They always can raise greed, hatred, and ignorance in you. Therefore, it is a Mara. Rupa. Vedana is feelings, good feelings, bad feelings. They also can raise anger, hatred, fear, or pleasure, or greed, good and bad feelings. Rupa Vedana. Sanya is recognition of the outside, of other people, of the environment, that also can give you greed, hatred, and ignorance. So that is also a Mara that can kill you, your environment, people, outsiders. Now, what are the others? Uh, can you enumerate?
The five aggregates, Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana, also give us pain and suffering, and they are the Skandamara. So, materiality, feelings, perceptions, volitional thought, and consciousness.
Unconscious.
Let
All these things also are Mara because they always can create greed, hatred, ignorance, fear, and that kind of unwholesome thing. Will you say it again? Rupa is
Sanya.
the materiality outside and your body. Vedana is feelings can create all this mischief. Sanya is perception, seeing things of the world by seeing, hearing, perceiving. They also can create unwholesome things. Then what are the other one? Rupa, Vedana, Sankhara is your without anything you can still create your own anger and hatred, thinking of the past, thinking of the future, and just without any outside influence you can keep on imagining all kinds of anger, hatred, fear, doubt, pride, conceit, all by yourself. And vijnana.
Vijnana. Yes.
Vijnana is the one that is the worst criminal because vijnana is the one that is taking messages from the outside through the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and touch. So whole time vijnana is a culprit who is always bugging us through our sense doors. Vijnana is the messenger that takes the outside world into our mind. Okay?
Okay, Bhikshuni Mahansa. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Mm,
Sorry, the question was, what's the difference between the devil and Mara?
So, Mara are these five kinds of Mara we were talking about. Devils are non-human beings who are all the, all, they can be animals also. All non-human beings, mostly devils are those that you can't see. Yakku, bhutyo, pretyo. Yeah. Devils are these non-human beings who are prevalent everywhere. Sometimes worse in secluded places, and they are less in the towns and their inhabitants, but sometimes in the jungles and in secluded places they abound, and under trees. It seems the monks. There's a story about the 500 monks who went to meditate and they couldn't meditate because the divine people, not divine, not devils, they also obstructed them. So non-human beings are there. Sometimes they are more in the jungles and secluded areas than in the towns and where people are. So they are non-human beings. Okay?
Okay. Thank you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay,
Yeah.
the next question is on Katina Pinkama.
Yeah.
Are Katina Pinkamas relevant in present day society?
It is mostly tradition, this Katina Pinkama. Now it has become as if a big deal. The monks get so much on the Katina day because they say that on Katina day, if you bring something, you get so much more merit. I don't know the truth of this. So people bring so much on Katina day so that the monks have enough and more. They give on Katina day, if you bring something, it is giving you more merit. So now I don't know whether it is tradition or I don't know whether it is true or what, but giving is good. But to get more merit if you give, then that giving is also doubtful giving, isn't it? Okay.
Okay, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
So on
Um,
Katina Day, expecting more merit to give, it can be even going against the giving. Okay.
sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bhikshuni Mahansa.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will move on to the next question.
Yeah.
Um, it's about karma and vipaka.
Yeah.
When we are suffering and we know it is due to our past karma, what can we do to change the intensity of the vipaka?
It is not only the past karma and vipaka that comes on you, but your reaction to the vipaka that gives you pain and suffering. If you know it is vipaka, it is some karmic problem, and you take it easy and don't react to it with anger and hatred and revenge and that kind of thing. You know it is now say it is your husband or wife. You are you are fixed in that you are under the same roof. So vipaka can come from that other person. So if you take it easy and throw it, you are free. If you take it hard and react to it with violence or anger or whatever, then you are in trouble. How can you live under the same roof? You must not take it hard. The vipaka is there, but don't react to the vipaka with anger, hatred, pride, and start a fight. Take the vipaka. Well, why did I marry a man like this or a woman like this? So that is a vipaka. Why did I have children like this who are giving me so much trouble? That is a vipaka. Why do I have such good children who are always so kind and generous and concerned? That's also vipaka. So these things, the environment itself is vipaka. If you are in a place where there's no water and drought and heat and all that, that itself is vipaka. So you can't fight against vipaka. You have to take it easy. That is a karmic problem. Your husband, your children, your environment, your wife, your relations, because your body itself can give you so much. You can run away from all of the other things. You can run away if your own body is giving you trouble. Say you're having cancer, can you run away from that? So very often vipaka comes from outside and it can come from inside. So the idea is when vipaka is there, don't react against it. but take it easy. Call it vipaka and take it for granted. You have to go through it. For instance, now I'm 92. I can't walk, I can't hear, I'm deaf, and my eyes are not working. That is a part and parcel of vipaka for having to live so long. So I must not grumble about it. I have to live with it and make the best of it. So this vipaka always is coming either from the husband or from the children or from the neighbor or from the relations or from your own body. In my case, the others even you can run away. What to do if your own body, if you can't see, hear, if you can't walk, or if you can't having some sickness and having can't breathe, or you're having some other problem, what can you do? You can't run away. So vipaka can come from outside and it can come from within. So what to do? You have to live with it and take it easy. What to do? That's a part and parcel of living. That is the dukkha that the Buddha was talking about. The only way to get out of that pain and suffering is to become enlightened as an arahant. Then none of those things, even if they come, the arahant never reacts to it. He takes it easy and he doesn't get angry about it. He's not hurt about it. He's not grumbling about it. He's not taking revenge from this son and that son. So he doesn't react to the vipaka. So if you react to the vipaka, then it is two-pronged attack. Vipaka is bad and your reaction is bad. Then it's a two-pronged attack. If you take it easy, say for the arahant, it is only one prong that it is hurt, but he doesn't react against it with anger and hatred and crying and shouting and telling everybody, and he doesn't lament about it. He takes it, and that is it. Okay?
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bhikshuni Mahamsa.